Hello and welcome back to my channel, Views and Thoughts. Today, we are unpacking a part of parenting journey with a healthy dose of humor and insight. I'm bringing you the lowdown on one of the hottest debates in the parenting world, co-sleeping versus sleep training. I have been in the trenches of both, and I've got stories that will make you laugh, cry, and maybe even reconsider life choices. So let's dive into it. Let's start with co-sleeping, shall we? Co-sleeping, the cuddly chaos, the ultimate test of endurance. Picture this: the blissful image of your sweet bundle of joy nestled between you and your partner, peaceful and content. Except the reality is more like being on 24/7 guard duty. I quickly realized I was now the night watchman, sworn to protect this tiny human from a well meaning but heavy sleeping partner, making sure my partner didn't accidentally turn into a human pancake maker, making sure my husband didn't roll over and turn our bed into a crime scene. And personal space, forget about it. My first kid was convinced the only acceptable sleeping spot was on me. Not beside me, not near me, but on me. Every morning felt like I'd gone a few rounds with a sleep deprived kangaroo, complete with migraines and mystery pains. Let's not even talk about the phantom naps, where the second I think I can sneak away for a moment of peace, bam, those little eyes pop open and it's back to square one. The result? A never ending cycle of musical beds, leaving me yearning for those days when sleep was something I took for granted. And our nights, completely hijacked by tiny human detector who left zero room for adult activities like watching a movie or having a conversation that doesn't revolve around diaper brands. Our evenings became a relay of soothing, resettling, and on a rare occasion we thought we might have a moment to ourselves, the unmistakable sound of a toddler summoning us back to bed. Intimacy and personal time took a backseat, requiring us to get creative and quiet. Co-sleeping meant our intimacy needed a GPS and a compass to find its way back to us. And don't even get me started on the midnight milk buffet for one. I mean, my son would drift off to sleep. There would be milk pouring everywhere, but he wouldn't let go. The struggle was real, folks. Fast forward to baby number two, and let's just say we learned our lesson and decided to switch gears. Sleep training entered our lives, and it was like seeing the light at the end of a very sleep deprived tunnel. Yes, the initial transition was like negotiating with a very small, very stubborn CEO without the benefits of coffee breaks. The first 2 months, she was in a bassinet fortress guarded by yours truly, the universe's defender. Then she transitioned to a crib in her room. There were tears, mainly hers, moments of doubt, all mine, and the kind of stealth moves usually reserved for spy missions, like that time I literally hid under her crib to ensure she fell back asleep without spotting me. She was about 10 months. I thought she had fallen asleep. I went in to put the blanket properly over her, and she started turning and standing up. I bent down so fast, trying my best to get under and as close to her crib as I could to blend in. I quickly and carefully threw a blanket over myself before she stood up to continue forcing. It felt like eternity before she finally laid back down and fell asleep. I was in so much pain from being in that position, but I was not about to expose myself. I mean, I co slept with my first child, so I knew what the alternative was. I wasn't about to ruin everything and set us back. The result of sleep training was revolutionary. Suddenly, our bed was ours again. I could stretch, roll, and most importantly, sleep. Watching my second angel learn to soothe herself to sleep was like winning the parenting lottery. Sure, we had a few bumps along the way, but for the most part, it's been a dream. Witnessing her drift off into dreamland in her own space was nothing short of magical. Now, she toddles off to bed like it's the best part of her day. She takes a sip of water, asks for a slice of apple, and says good night. I hear her laughing in her crib or talking to her pink rabbit before drifting off to sleep. Honestly, it's pretty high on my list for the best moments of my day. Okay, so I know there are a lot of debate around sleep training, with some folks painting it as the villain of the parenting story, but let's set the record straight. There's no evidence that responsible, gentle sleep training, grounded in love and consistent routines, harms a child. What it does is give both you and your baby the gift of restful, uninterrupted sleep. And for the moms out there feeling the weight of exhaustion, remember your well being is just as crucial as your child. Sleep training allowed me to regain my nights, my sanity, and yes, my role as a more present, joyful parent during the day that's less likely to snap at the drop of a hat or dissolve into tears over spilled milk. Literally. Now, that brings us to the verdict. Would I choose sleep training again without a heartbeat of hesitation? Because at the end of the day, it's not just about our children sleeping through the night, it's about nurturing well rested families. If you are mourning the loss of those bedtime snuggles, just pull your kids into bed in the morning. You get all the cuddles without compromising everyone's sleep. Rounding up, here are some safety tips for the road. Whether you are Team Co-Sleep or Team Sleep Train, safety is paramount. For the co-sleepers, always put your baby to sleep on his back. Avoid bed sharing if either parent smokes or drinks alcohol or the baby is premature, as this increases the risk of SIDS as well. Ensure your mattress is firm and flat. Minimize all pillows and blankets and keep them away from the baby. For the sleep trainers, along with minimizing all pillows and blankets and putting your baby to sleep on his back, try laying the baby down awake but drowsy for naps and bedtime. Also, patience is your best friend along with a consistent bedtime routine. As we wrap up today's journey, remember, despite the debates, there is no one size fits all in parenting. Whether you're a guardian of the galaxy in your own bed or a sleep training champion, choose the path that resonates with your family's needs. The key is finding what makes you and your baby happiest and healthiest. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, if it brought you a smile, a nod, or even an aha moment, smash that like button, share with all your parent friends, and subscribe for more heartfelt, humor-filled explorations. Here's to navigating the wild ride of parenting, one sleep strategy at a time.